Tony D and Little Joan with your Piney podcast. All things South Jersey. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Thanks for checking out the Pineys, books 1 through 14. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. You have been checking out the Pineys. Joan, they've been checking out the Pineys. So you're going to get a little treat, but you already got one. Yes, you just got one. So you just go back to sleep and be a good dog for a change. All right, be a good dog instead of a spoiled little diva dog that you are. All right, let's get into it. Thanks, by the way, to all who came out to the Philadelphia Comic Con today from 10 to 3. Next up, I literally just have so many things. I'll get to it at the end. It's just too many. I have 6 events this week. I know, it's crazy. Crazy. Summer is here. All right, let's get into it. First, we're starting with the crime. As always, former New Jersey officer gets 27 years for killing driver, wounding passengers in 2019 chase. Ex-Newark officer Giovanni Crespo, that's an interesting name, sentenced for aggravated manslaughter and aggravated assault. Not good. Not good. 27 years he got. Wow, that's a lot. This is the shooting death of one man and a wounding of another during a high-speed car chase 5.5 years ago in the city of Newark. Citing a need to deter officers from what he called the shoot first, ask questions later mentality, sentenced the former Newark officer to 20 years for aggravated manslaughter. The sentences will run consecutively. Dashboard and police body cam videos from the chase show Crespo jumping out of his patrol car and firing 3 times during the pursuit. State guidelines allow deadly force only if the officer or someone else is in imminent danger of death or threat to serious bodily harm. They argued that he was poorly trained. I don't know. Look, I think he should have been punished. He was... I don't know. Was this guy a criminal? It sounds like the guy was a criminal. I mean, I guess he hadn't been convicted of anything, so you have to assume he wasn't, but seems like it's pretty harsh. But Raven agreed, calling the defendant extensively trained, saying the 5-minute chase through Newark ended in the death of 46-year-old driver Gregory Griffin and left his passenger critically wounded. Was an abhorrent abuse of police power. Okay, I guess I'm really on the fence about that one, but I don't know all the details. I mean, it sounds pretty bad, and I'm normally they don't punish these guys at all, and now they're going up to 27 years. Will this deter cops from chasing people at all? I don't know. They're not really saying what the other guy did. That's the problem. Man's sexual edits of girls' pics were obscene, but not child porn. According to New Jersey Supreme Court, the judges unanimously agreed the lower court decision to drop his child porn charges, but obscenity is another matter? Okay. Weird. So that's an interesting distinction. A Camden County man who's superimposed sexual material on the photos of a young girl and distributed them did not violate the state's child pornography laws. Sounds like he was trying to. He downloaded photos of his former friend's daughter that the mother had uploaded to social media. See, this is why you should never do that, parents. Never, ever put your kids' photos on social media. Just don't do it. Oh, it's so easy. Everybody can see it. Yeah, everybody can see it. That's the problem. Do not put your young children online when they're old enough, maybe teenagers, older teenagers, maybe, but no. She was clothed in the original pictures, but he basically modified them, so it's not CP, but it's obscene. So I guess he's in trouble anyway. So it sounds like he's in trouble anyway. Homicide charge for New Jersey woman after 12-year-old dies in drug house. Oof. It's at Fort Lee. It's way up north. Child in her care died from a suspected drug overdose. How the hell does that happen? Jeez. It's because there was so much drug paraphernalia. Probably a drug addict. Ugh, it's awful. Bridgeton, New Jersey man gets 10 years in prison for sexually assaulting a child for 10 years. Wait a minute. He gets 10 years in prison for sexually assaulting a child for 10 years? No, he should get 100 years for that. That's just effed up. That is way low a sentence. Mays Landing man, 19, dies after Egg Harbor Township motorcycle accident. That's not good. Man, crashed into another vehicle. Motorcycles are dangerous, man. I mean, they just really are. $85,000 cash, cocaine, oxycodone, gun seized from Villas, New Jersey, man. Okay, sounds like he was, oh my God, look at the charges. 30 years old, he's been charged with all these crimes. This is Kate May. Feds take down 12 members of the Grape Street Crips in New Jersey. Oh, I don't like the sound of that, but that was in Newark. Oh, God, I thought this was Millville. A lot of Newark stuff. Should have checked the headlines a little closer. Magnolia man arrested for gun-related offenses after threatening incident. Oh, that's Magnolia, Delaware. I thought it was Magnolia, New Jersey. All right. Many teens arrested after fights ruin family-friendly event, according to police. This was Gloucester Township Day. It was bookended by arrests and calls for more officers as teens fought for hours. How the hell did they fight for hours? 2 men and numerous underage teens were arrested in connection with fights that left officers and juveniles alike injured after hundreds of unsupervised young people crowded the Gloucester Township Day drone light show. Well, this is probably the equivalent of a fireworks show or a parade, right? See, when you got something for free, I'm going to put you down, Joan, because you're squirming too much. You got something for free like this outside, kind of like everybody shows up. And I don't know what it is, man. People these days, there's like nobody trains their kids to be nice. They train them to be a-holes. And they're running around just acting like jerks. You're going to end up shutting this down. And then those same people will complain, oh, there's nothing to do. Hours they fought. This is in Gloucester. And why did you let them fight for hours? Why didn't you go in there and stop it immediately? I mean, I get maybe it goes on for an hour, but hours plus? Nearly 100 officers from Gloucester Township, Camden County, Deptford Township responded to the incident. I guess it was just so out of control. They didn't send in the cops until enough cops showed up. Jesus. I can't believe this was in Gloucester Township Day. I could have been at that. That could be something I would be at. That's messed up. I mean, I wasn't at it. Thank God. I can only imagine. I can only imagine me like, hey, you bump it into my table, and then that's it. It's on. Jeez. And 2 adults and numerous underage teens. Well, nothing will happen to them. Like, literally nothing. They would have to... This would have to be like their 50th charge or something. But the men, yeah, they should be thrown in jail. If true. If true. All right, and then speaking of the other chaos, Phil Murphy administration blames cops for Jersey Shore chaos. Wildwood chief slams AG for misinformation. Remind me again which political party wanted to defund the police? And you're blaming the cops? Sounds to me like instead of wasting money on wind turbines, we ought to maybe spend it on some cops for the Jersey Shore. I think they ought to have regular patrols on the boardwalk, and especially in Wildwood. Just have them walk it. When you have regular patrols, like walking patrols, you usually have no troubles. And they could just walk the boardwalk. in case something happens. But nothing will happen if you have cops regularly patrolling the area. While Murphy, our stupid governor, denied there were even problems, AG Plankin blamed the lack of police staffing, a claim the Wildwood's top cop immediately countered. Yeah, isn't it great we pay taxes to these people? Oh, it's your fault. Oh, no, it wasn't my fault. It was your fault. Oh, it wasn't my fault. It was your fault. Yeah, great. Yeah, I love paying taxes to these morons. No one's doing anything except blaming each other for the problem. Meanwhile, the problem goes unsolved. Chief Murphy highlighted that over 40 law enforcement officers were assigned to the boardwalk on Sunday night alone. Yeah, well, so it wasn't inadequate. That's worse. That means your police failed. So these people are idiots. They argue amongst each other. They should be working together instead of making pronouncements in the newspapers, trying, oh, it wasn't me. Well, my fault. You should be doing something about this. And what you will do will probably be stupid and not helpful. In a case like this, first off, it's probably a one-time incident. But for Memorial Day weekend, you ought to have extra cops. I mean, that's the lesson here. You should have extra cops for Memorial Day weekend. That's number one. So, blame game continues. New Jersey City and Attorney General spar over disobedient teens. You know what's going to happen. They're going to put a curfew on the teens because the teens can't say anything. New Jersey Attorney General blames Shoretown for having too few police. This was at Seaside. So, everybody just blames the towns. Meanwhile, they're infinitely corrupt. Phil Murphy launches Secure the Shore despite claim that everything's normal. Okay. So this will be a pointless exercise. Remember when he hired 3,000 people to call you on the phone to see if you would spill the guts on who had COVID, if you had COVID, like who you ran into? Please give us a list of everybody you were connected to. Please give us a list and phone numbers of people you had contact with now that you've tested positively on our test. I won't get into it. But it was a dumb idea. And then he reported over 70% of people wouldn't answer the phone. Hey, I got a strange call from Trenton. I don't want to answer this. Yeah, the end. So this is the brain trust that's trying to solve the problem of juvenile delinquency at the Jersey Shore. Just look, there's a bunch of stupid programs the state runs. Cut them and hire more police. There you go. Burlington County Clerk will once again officiate weddings at Bordentown Pride and Community Day. All right, a little positive political news instead of stupid Ocean. You know, the one about Ocean City is the one I thought that would be. It was Wildwood and Seaside, but nothing about Ocean City. They're in the mix too. At bribery trial, New Jersey senator cast as a villain in Egyptian meat controversy. So this is the way they portray Governor Bob Menendez in the media. This was the second or third version of this article. I guess it all came from the AP. This is how they protect Democrats. Senator Bob Menendez. This is the second time he's been indicted and was on trial. He was indicted and on trial before, but he beat the charges for the same kinds of things, bribery and corruption. He's regularly listed as one of the most corrupt members of Congress by the, I think it's called CREW, the organization that monitors these things. So to give him that sort of leeway in a headline like this to spin it away from him is absolutely outrageous. This guy was caught with gold bars in his house. He reeks of corruption. A former top U.S. agricultural official cast Senator Bob Menendez as a villain at his bribery trial. Shocker. Shocker, he's the villain at his own trial? Meanwhile, Donald Trump can't catch a break with the same media? Oh, but, you know, Bob Menendez, he's some sort of saint that walks among us, apparently. This was Friday, saying he tried to stop him from disrupting an unusual sudden monopoly that developed 5 years ago over the certifications of meat exported to Egypt. Gee, I wonder who helped create that monopoly. Yeah, it's probably going to be a mystery wrapped in an enigma until the end of this trial and the result of gold bars. Can you imagine? I can imagine Menendez asking for the gold bars. Listen, I don't want to be paid in cash. So why don't you just give me a gold bar? The guy like, seriously? New Jersey Secretary of Agriculture touts Jersey fresh produce in Burlington County. Was he paid for this? Because again, I don't want my taxes going to morons. This sounds like something I mean, I guess it's part of his job, but did he make a special trip just to tout fresh produce in New Jersey? Justice's rule against Child Welfare Division in case over parental fitness. Okay. Weird. That's a picture of the boardwalk with that kind of headline. Wildwood says 47 arrests made over Memorial Day weekend with more coming. Geez, if you were down Wildwood that weekend, good luck. I guess they're coming to get you. Santucci's Pizza announced for Deptford. Cherry Hill planned also. I don't think I know Santucci's, but okay. Can't have enough pizza. South Jersey 22nd annual Burlington County Senior Expo will feature dozens of agencies, vendors, and service providers. I assume many will be scammers. No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's just a joke. No, it's weird. It's a weird convention, though, I'll say. 2 Cape May Lewis ferries call out sick. Were there any ferries left? So 2 boats were down. So I guess they still had some running, so they were still able to ferry things. Dairy Queen stops selling Jimmy's and chocolate sprinkles as trend continues. What's the trend? Last year, Dairy Queen, longstanding, blah, 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 blah. There was a shortage. Part of an ongoing adjustment that occasionally affects product availability. That's weird. Across America, ice cream stores have been on a trend to rename chocolate Jimmy's to chocolate sprinkles, believing the New England originating name for the topping was rooted in racism. Oh, give me a break. God, these people ruin everything. I don't know what that had to do with New Jersey. I don't know. I found it on the Shore News Network. Deptford Adventure Center photo preview, public open house Sunday. I assume this will be 90% pickleball because everything is. Miracle of Morristown, New Jersey woman loses leg but not her life at train station. Oh no. Lost her left leg below the knee. Well, at least she survived. She fell on the track somehow. And I guess it ran over her leg. Oh, God. She's lucky to be alive. Zally ShopRite Cherrywood construction starts this summer. Oh, they're building a shop right there? Expecting opening 2025. Well, interesting. I think that's the old Kmart place, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Could always use another ShopRite. 3 secret New Jersey beaches that are being called the best in America. Okay, let's see what they are. Is one of them Cape May? They're amongst the top 100. 85 was Gunnison Beach near Sandy Hook. Pearl Beach, number 49, was in Cape May. Okay. Which isn't too far from Sunset Beach, which is worth checking out. And then Sedge Island is number 5. It's only accessible by boat off the coast. Must be a good one, though, if it's number 5. So secret beaches. Statue adds validity to unannounced Glassboro Glassworks project, new residential, retail, library, and library home. Okay. So there's going to be a statue somewhere. God, they just can't stop building in Glassboro. This all used to be woods, by the way. Rowan, just woods. Now it's like, it's just exploded. Absolutely exploded. New Jersey's 25 best bar bands, according to you. So, the radio station here. All right, I probably don't know any of these, but let's see. Big Bang Baby. Okay. Halfway There in the Pinheads. Dead End Kids. Eddie Testa Band. 9 South. Oh, I like that name. Plan A. Shorty Long. Rock Bottom. Overboard. Are these guys all voting for themselves? That's what I would ask. Mushmouth. Southern Steel. The Cliffs. The Benjamins. Temporary Grace. Southside Johnny and Asbury Jukes. Well, I've heard of them. The Drunken Clams. I like that name, too. The Gab Sneak Band? The Mangoes. That's a good name. The Mike Dalton Band. The Naked Apes. Kind of like that one. The Smoking Jackets. Triple Rail Turn. And Too Many to Name. Okay. So that was 25. I guess. I wasn't counting. Popular New Jersey restaurant with award-winning burgers has new hours. This is Barnacle Bills in Rumson. All right. So they got new hours. It's open 6 days a week, beginning at 12. All right. Yeah, because the summer is here. It's time to eat burgers. Choose Landing coming soon. Cinco de Mayo Mexican. Don't know them. Boswood Bagels. Ooh, could always use another bagel place on Choose Landing Road. That'll be closer than Sharky's. I might have to check that out. Sorry, Sharky's. Frugi Juice and MT Beauty joining Villa Russo. Okay. Check that out. A lot of construction going on. Video nails what it's like in a Wildwood motel pool. And this was pretty accurate. So here's what it's like. In the video, I'll just read the things they listed. Number 1, older ladies in all the floats. Yeah. The man that won't take his eyeglasses off. Yeah. Kiddie pool jail. I'm not sure what that is. Plastic palm trees. A second floor sun deck with fake grass. Booze floaties. No lifeguards ever. That is true. Always an extra crispy dude that passed out. Yeah, that's at a Wildwood motel. Great Adventure gets ready to unleash Super Boomerang roller coaster. So enjoy that. So the Flash, named after the DC superheroes, is described as a Super Boomerang roller coaster. Oh, so it's called the Flash? Yeah, it's called the Flash Vertical Velocity. It's 15th roller coaster. All right. North Cape Maze, Colin Liu wins Escape the Cape Triathlon. So good for him. There was a picture. I don't know. I used a new way to load these up. It didn't quite work out, but good on him. Good on him. South Jersey tops 10 best beaches list for New Jersey. Okay. So here's the breakdown. Number 1, the Wildwoods. They're pretty good. Ocean City, number 2. Pretty good as well. Sea Isle City, number 3. 4, Atlantic City. I kind of don't like Atlantic City beach, but whatever. Cape May, it's fine. Usually don't go to that one. And is that it? Where's the other? I guess they just listed the top 5. When to see the Perseid meteor shower, the biggest meteor outburst of 2024. It will be August 12th, 2024. So look for that, August 12th. It starts on the 11th, the 12th, and 13th. So it's going to be a few days. So this is going to be a big meteor shower. So check it out if you're into that. Best hole-in-the-wall breakfast spot in New Jersey. I'll be the judge of that. Let's see. Western, blah, 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 blah. It's country cooking in the Jersey Pines. Okay. I like the sound of that. So, all right. Oh, now they're doing. Oh, it's Lucille's. Lucille's Country Cooking. I love Lucille's. Best hole in the wall breakfast spot. It really is quite good. I was just talking. I mentioned it the other day to a fan. He had the Lucille's Luncheonette T-shirt on. They should think about expanding. They really should, because it is small. If they expanded, they could do very well. You know, I don't think the quality would suffer if they added like another, I don't know, 200, 400, I don't know, like another 4 tables to the place or something. Probably cost a fortune, but man, if I had stake in that place and I had the money, I would totally expand. I mean, they do good work. This New Jersey restaurant has one of the best chicken sandwiches. The Roost. Okay. The Roost? Where is this? It's in Cream Ridge. It's at 181 County Road. I think it's part of a golf course place. So, all right. And now the final story. It's all about Trump. Trump receives thunderous applause at UFC 302 in Newark. Can't get away from Newark in these stories tonight. I know, it's North Jersey, but what are you going to do? So Trump got a huge reception. Huge. Sean Strickland stuns Trump after violent victory, honors him after fight, saying, "You're the man." He was the fighter who won. So, good on him. I think this is the guy who already liked Trump, but Brazilian fighter? No, I think it's a different guy. But, yeah, good for him. So, it was all good. UFC crowd cheers Trump with F. Joe Biden chants. It's funny. It's funny. It was a sold-out show, of course. Oh, Mike Tyson and Kid Rock was sitting with him, too. Or is that... I don't know. That was last night. So, Mike Tyson, he's got a fight coming up of his own. But that's been postponed. So, there it is. Your South Jersey Piney podcast. I know wasn't a tremendous amount of Piney stuff in there, I have to admit. Sorry about that. Wasn't a lot of news this week. I had to punch it up somehow. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for a more base takes. If you can find a more base take, I say, take it. I will be in so many places. Here's the Piney stuff. I'm just going to run it down real quick. I got to find the link. Where is it here? No, that's not it. Okay. All right, here's this week. So Thursday, I'm at Mullica Gardens at 2 p.m. That's a senior center. Then that night, I'm at Valari's Lakeside Shopping Market at 6 to 9. So that one's open to the public. Then on Friday, I'm at the Brandywide Living at Haddonfield. That's another senior place. And June 7th, same day on Friday, I'm at the Piney Hollow. Well, I'm at the Unexpected Farm, it's called. I initially talked to the person who ran it, and I thought I was down for the 14th, or no, the 21st. So I guess I'm down for both. But I was on the Facebook page, so I'm definitely going Friday. That's 5 to 8. And again, open to the public, and I will be doing my talk. Then Saturday, I'm doing Dover Comic Con in Dover, Delaware. It's been a while since I've been at a Dover thing, but that should be interesting. And then on Sunday, it's the 10th anniversary of the Toms River Elks Lodge show in Toms River, New Jersey. So count them, 1 to 6 events this week. It's going to be nuts. So I hope to see you at one of them. We'll see you tomorrow.